Everywhere in the world. Welcome to your Nine Portal reading 2023. Actually, just watched one from last year. My Aries was out of control. My Aries was out of control, blood. And do you know what? It didn't serve me. It didn't serve me. Wait. Ooh, the way it hurt England. Let me joke. I'm praying. Please let me know if there's any interferences. You see the glaze? It's not a glow, it's a glaze, my G's. Hit like button when you come in. Kings in Queen Therapy. Hey, beautiful. Amber, hey, girl. Ooh, Tata England. It's Tata England. Let's not waste this incense smoke. Let's not waste this sage smoke. And let's just get these cards cleansed. Whew. Glazed. Queen Diamond, Taliban. We did the trilogy and we did it with no problem. I mean, because I've got time. I've got time. Also, let me read it because I had to write it. I didn't want to say it wrong. Malka Madis Amet. Malka Madis Amet for Ethiopia's New Year on Monday. They will be going into 2016. They'll be going into 2016. And I found that quite remarkable. I still find it remarkable that they're 7 to 8 years behind us, because they don't really play with the Gregorian calendar like that. So I was thinking about my 2016. What a breakthrough! What a breakthrough! Oh my God. No, 2015, I swear I felt consumed with everything. I feel like everything consumed me, and I feel like that is very similar to this 2023 year. Girl, what could have happened. Everything that was peak was peak. I see Marceline trying to get in the window, but I've squeezed it just enough so that she can't, so that she'll have to come round because all of the jumping and the fluffing. What's up, Q? So yeah, my G's. 2016 in Ethiopia on Monday. Think about your 2016. What did it look like? What did it feel like? Mine was a whole breakthrough. Mine was a whole breakthrough. And if I remember correctly, I didn't handle myself very well. It was like it wasn't a whole year of business yet. I launched the business Looks Good in 2015 in November. By June, I was making money hand over fist. So much I really didn't know how to act. I bought 5 pairs of Rihanna Fenty's Puma trainers in a day. That's how mad I was moving. They were £100 a pop. Bought 4 pairs for myself and a pair for my brethren at the time. Don't even fuck with her no more. That's the killer. I really wasn't handling myself properly. I remember the guy that I was dating. He was going through something, and I asked him if he needed any money. That was my love language at the time. That was my toxic love language at the time. Captain Saber Hope. And rather than just get a small amount of money out, I just brought my wad out, and he asked me straight. He goes, are you on these streets? And I was just like, no, this is hair. And I ended up teaching him how to do hair because I believe how much money I was making. So if that cycle is coming around again, I know not to go anywhere near a sports shop or a broke nigga. My G's, welcome. Tell me what the reception is like, because I know yesterday's video, it was awful. I apologise. It's 444. 10 of you in the room, but only 6 likes. Can we get it up, please? Can we get it up, please? This is my favourite piece of cloth to wear out of all of the cloths that I've worn this week, because it's linen. And do you know, funny enough, before I went into hospital, I saw this article that said the reason why people are not getting well in hospitals is because they've stopped using linen on the beds. Linen is one of the highest vibrational fabrics, and then after linen you've got organic cotton, and then you've got wool. What else was in there? I think those are the top three. And because they're using plastic and polyester sheets on the beds in hospitals, people are not getting well. They're saying that organic cottons and linens help the body to recover quicker. Everything else, the worst fabrics of this viscose and silk. When they said silk, I was like, you said what? Because how many of us be tying up our heads from the 90s in only silk and satin? Because we don't want no drama. But all this time it's low vibrational. Look what they're making all them bonnets out of. Some people wear their bonnets 24/7. And I'm just thinking about how if that's the case, if that's a low vibrational fabric, well, go on for that. Well, go on for that. Right now, I'm sleeping in only Egyptian cotton. I'm only covering my head in cotton bandanas. And today I thought, let me just put on one of many of my Ethiopian scarves as clothing. Because the way Tata England. The way Tata England. Anyway, my G's, I'm sweating. So I've cleansed up most of the cards. Well, I've cleansed up all of the cards, haven't I? Okay. No. Hey, flower child. Nice scree. Oh, hi, girl. Hey, beautiful. Sorry, my guys. I'm just making sure that I can see you. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm out here alone, and I know you're there. Ooh, girl. So, Ankle's giving me jip. Hey, Leah. Hot like fire. So, yeah, my ankle update hurting, just fucking hurting, because I've really decided that I'm not taking as much of the painkillers as I'm supposed to, because they've got opioids in it, and with my addictive personality, I don't need anything that's gonna make me. It says it on the box, it's too far away, but it actually says in the box may cause addiction. You didn't even ask me about my mental health before you gave me shit that could cause serious addiction. My G's. So I'm trying not to take those painkillers like that. I take a little bit of ibuprofen throughout the day, but them killer ones, I take 2 before bed. That's the most, and it just knocks me out, but only for 3 hours, and then I'm up again. So my G's, the swelling from the heat and the itching from the stitches. Sometimes I think I'm going mad, but I'm not going mad when I'm hanging out with you lot, because I've got messages for you. So last year, what was the message? Not to argue with stupid people, because I had to watch it, and I remember I was in the airport. It's like easily my worst reading ever. Just not because it was a bad reading, it was just my attitude was so bad. My tolerance level, but my excuse was that I was tired and the flight was delayed like 6 hours. I was over it. Do you get? But I'm at home, I'm in the privacy of, and I have got some cards to pull for the collective in regards to the energies for this 9/9 portal. As you know, 9, this is a perfect time to really put down some things that are really not serving you, have not been serving you, and that's behaviors, habits, thoughts, places, people, and things. Do you know? Like, really, just before when I was writing this up to the title, I heard and now the time has come that I must face the final curtain. I did it my way. Some of that vibes. That's what I could hear in my head. I was like, how am I going to write that in the whole title? Blood. So I just wrote a little bit of it that said, and now I face the final curtain. Now I face the final curtain. And I feel like, what does that mean? Because you know the angels, they talk through the music. Mine do anyway. So I'm thinking, like, what does that even mean? What curtain, final curtain are we facing? Oh, it's a waning moon as well. Break it down for us, babes. Hey Bree. Oh, Bree, it's always mine. Anyway, yeah, I was thinking about the final curtain, and I'm thinking, oh, the veil. It's the final veil. It's the final curtain. Asheo. It's the final curtain. It's got to be, because look. At this point, the world stage has become comedic. It's been funny, but nah. You know Donny, you know my Donny, yeah, he put out on Instagram, he put out oh hi, I am the lesson. He put out a video on Instagram about the president of the United States, and he's got the 007 music calling it permission to fall, and then he's just got all these videos in a row of that man dropping down on the floor. That's what I'm saying. No, his level of petty, I think we would get on, you know. His level of petty is mad. And then I thought about it. I was like, look. And then I saw a glimpse of it. You know, they've been saying like the president of the United States is bare different actors with I saw what's his name? What's his fucking name? The Truman Show guy. What's his name? You lot tell me his name. Shut the tea, baby girl. What's his name? Truman Show. I can't fucking think. Bill and Ted. I can't think. Is it the same guy though? No, it's not the same guy. Bill and Ted. No, that's Keanu, innit? What's his name? Guy, Truman Show. Yeah, I saw him in one of the clips of the president of the United States. Jim Carrey. Him Carrey, for real. More like him Carrey. For real. I saw him. I was like, Jimmy, is that you? Is what they've been telling us true? Like, is this all just a farce, a foolishness? Final curtain. We've only got 3 months left of the 7 year. 7 years been the old rabbit hole, and the year of the rabbit all at once. Come on, man. Come on, man. Them synchronicities there, them alignments there, don't just come along just so. They just don't come along. So I was thinking about it. I was thinking, oh shit, the final curtain. Like, this is it. This is it. And you have to be singing, I did it my way. You have to be singing that you did it your way. Regardless, you were not pulled, swayed, nothing. If the fire, if it honestly, you have to be very, very proud of how authentic you have moved. You have to be proud of yourself. Do you get me? So in this 9/9 portal, I think the most important thing that we are releasing is imposter syndrome and a sense of unworthiness. Do you get what I'm saying? Because even still, it doesn't matter how many times you get the alignment, you get the manifestation, you get the this and that. There's a moment of doubt. There's a moment of, you know, is this shit really real? Are we like this ascension thing? Is it really truly a thing or not? Or like it's dragging? Are you not lying? It's dragging. Why is it taking so long? And I know really it's only just begun. I know that it's only just begun. Only just begun. Karen Carpenter. Yeah, like we've only just begun. And we may not see the completion of this in our lifetimes. Do you get me? So this might be for the 2 generations forward. You know, we're not. But the fact that we were the pioneers in this bitch, you need to fucking tip your hat to yourself, blood. You was a pioneer in the beginning of this bitch, and truly, we've come a long way. Girl, I first heard about this in the Gregorian 2015. And as we come out of the Ethiopian 2015 into the 2016, the way that I was moving, it was still, it was very ratchet, the way that I was moving. Oh my God. But there was glimpses of the greatness that I know that lives within me. There were glimpses. I'll give you an example. So remember I told you I was seeing this person, new person, and I don't know about you, but like, if I'm gonna sleep with anybody, everybody needs to get tested. I don't care if you got tested 2 days before, but get tested again if we're gonna lie down. I want to see the results with a date that corresponds with our meeting. Yeah, so that's what we did. And when I went along, they found these what do you call it? These like growths in my part of my cervix. I was trying to think of the word. I was like, what's the fucking word? In my cervix. So it wasn't the first time. The first time that happened to me, I was about 27 years old, and they burned them out. That was the most horrific thing. So I was like, I don't want that to happen to me again. And at the time, I was listening to, you know, Deep Divers. What's his name? What's his name? Smart. What's his name? Ralph Smart. Yeah. I was listening to at the time. I wasn't really aware that he was a speaker in this thing or a leader in this thing, but I did listen to his meditation music, which was dope. Anyway, so once I got diagnosed with these things, they gave me a week to go and come back to get them burned out. That wasn't happening. So at the time, it was very, very warm. It was June, and so I went out on my roof, butt naked, and I lay down and I did a meditation where I imagined that all of my body cracked open and all these rays of things, lights or whatever the fuck started to come out of my body. I was outside for like 4 hours in that sun and I didn't burn. And then I was listening to Ralph Smart's meditation music. Anyway, I've gone back a week later and they've said there's nothing there. So I was like, there was something in me, get me, something that needed nurturing, needed cultivating, and today we're here. So that's what I'm saying to you guys, like, give yourself more credit than you give yourself for this journey, for this thing that you've been involved in, and your part, and the things. I feel he's a reptile, not necessarily a bad one, but I saw his eyes change once. I had to rewind and saw it again. Bomba Clark Matthew. Are we talking about the president of the United States? Man, I mean, they say we've all got a reptilian brain, right? So, you know, and I'm not going to say I know good. Oh, Ralph Smart, Matthew. Really? We're talking about Ralphie. Well, listen to this then. 2018, I was summoned to Zimbabwe and in a meditation to go and return some rocks to Matopos Mountain. Yeah, Matthew, I agree with you. To return some rocks to Matopos Mountain that I took years back. Anyway, there were reptiles, there were reptilians, but they were not in human skin. They were like tall. They look more like dinosaurs. I don't know if it's Tyrannosaurus rexes. You know, the ones that are on 2 feet, stand up tall with all the down their back. They were like that, and they told me to come, and I went, and I went. That's the thing. It was like, it wasn't just like. I saw them and they were kind. They weren't mean, or they were just very. I wanted to go, so I went and I returned the rocks and I had an incredible experience. Maybe one day I'll talk about that. But yeah, wow, Rafi. But anyway, makes incredible high vibrational 432 music that is. I still go back to it. I love it so much. And also as well, because there's so much of it popping up, I'm not 100% sure what is and what isn't. So I just tend to go back to things before it was a thing. I tend to go back to those things. You get me? Anyway, I've held you long enough with my babble. And so let's get straight into prayer and then let's start pulling these cards, shall we? Our Divine Mother and Father who live within us, hallowed be thy name, our freedom come, your will be done within us, in us as it is within you. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses against ourselves and others as we forgive those who trespass against us and themselves, through all lifetimes, timelines and levels of consciousness. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the absence of love. For we are the kingdom, we are the power. Divided we are weak, united we are victorious. And to you, the Almighty, we give all of the glory forever and ever. Duanete, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. So it is, and so it will be. Ashe. I invite my ancestors, my guides, my angels, my guardians of the sea, air and earth, my Orisha, into this reading for a clear, precise message for the collective. My face was too close, innit? Blood clot. That is so thin. Ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe all. Today is Mama Yamea Day, and so I invite Mama Yamea into this reading. Give us some nurturing messages and vibration. Also, I feel as well, if this is the final curtain, it's your final curtain of your own illusion, you have to start. I think this has been a theme throughout all 3 videos that I've done the last 3 days, is like you have to truly believe in yourself now and trust in yourself and pull yourself into the knowing that everything that you are experiencing has everything to do with you. I know, Lola, but try less distractions. You know, today I celebrate a whole year. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh my God, no, I'm not even gonna say it's too much. It's too much. But if my mum ever saw it, no, it's too much. But listen, a whole year celebrate what to this day, and that's part of, to me, that for me personally, I'm not saying it's for everybody else, but for me personally, that was a huge distraction. Wanting it, whipped by it, and like long. So I needed to remove myself from all equations of that. Helped me so much to just focus on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I didn't want any interference of anybody else's energy. Also, baby, honestly, it's so important to just be consistent with your practices, what you're doing in terms of like you say, writing. That's one of the most important ones. You can dash away all the rest of them, and as long as you're journaling, so that you've got a diary. Remember, we're the ancestors of tomorrow. And people that one day, the 20, 30 years from now, 40, 50 years from now, somebody's going to be praying to the ancestors and the guides and the angels, and we're going to show up. And it's not like woo-woo wah-wah show up, but what we contributed, what we did, our writings, as like in these times here, our videos. Read them, Taliban. You're gonna be like, oh. That's how I am sometimes with some of my journals. Like, was that how I was? I mean, there was some journals that were just obsessing over one person. Oh my God. And it's one person at a time. It's not like when it came to relationships, I was an obsessor. Like, if I'm dealing with you, I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. It doesn't matter. Like, you haven't got any special quality to the other one, but I was obsessed. Oh my God. But do you know what I did? I'm sure I did. Yes, I did. I burned my diaries of my teen. I've been doing journaling since I was 13. So I burned all of those. My daughter found some of them, and she said that we're exactly the same. She was reading some parts when I was like 14, 15, when she was like in her maybe her late teens, and she was like, I'm exactly like this. I was like, oh, no, girl, no. Shit. Yeah, they got burned with my first set of locks. I've cut my locks off and I've burned them. But that was very aggressive, to be fair. You know, like, but it was endings. Now that I sit, and it was under a full moon as well. Shit. Yeah, I was witchy bitchy for a long time, to be honest. Been witchy bitchy. But again, it's just integrating that into knowing that I have some type of energy that changes things, and also releasing the idea that I'm a powerless being. I think that's a theme for us at this time, to release the notion that we are powerless beings. We don't have the power to do anything. That's ridiculous. That is delusional. All right, boom. Let's pull our first card. First two cards that have come out is support and perception. Perfect. So first of all, it says, I'm the assist. Listen, if you're going high, if you're going low, I'm with it. I got you. These are, like I said, these are when I said that we are the ancestors of the future, this is what I mean. Like, we are calling upon energies and frequencies, and they're saying, look, on your worst day, I got you. And I feel that's another thing that we need to dispel. On our worst days, it doesn't. We're just as protected and guided, if not more so, than we are on our better days. Hey Heather, hey girl. Oh, Telebra, I'm so happy because it's such a beautiful deck, isn't it? So yeah, my G's, like, even on our worst days. Hi, Varying Redbeard, 3 days in a row. Good to see you, yo. So yeah, like, even on our worst days, we are never alone. I think on my most ratchetest, worstest, baddest behavior, that's when I was most guided and protected and guarded, because I was most vulnerable in those times. So don't think when we are having off days, bad days, low days, that we are any less divine than we are when we are having our high vibe days. Yeah. Thank you, very Redbeard. Hit the like button when y'all come in, my loves. Do you get that? So the support. Hey, Grace Ann. The support is continuous, is consistent. And we need to release the idea that everything disappears when we're having our worst days. Do you get? I mean, I'm up and down in this thing. Don't think I'm happy clappy. Got a whole broken ankle in 3 places. It hurts. And sometimes when my foot is elevated all night and I put it down to go to the toilet, I have to pull tears out my face. And also look around and be like, I'm so alone. I have moments, guys. Do you get? And I never, at no point do. The most important thing is, even though I do have moments, my faith does not waver. I'm going to repeat what I said yesterday, because it was all crackly yesterday. Russell Brand said, not everybody has to believe in God, but those of us that do need to act like it. Excuse me, guys. Not everybody needs to believe in God, but those of us that do need to act like it. Lola, don't feel hopeless. Everything is everything. Everything is exactly as it should be. Find the silver linings. And I think that's a lesson that I am learning right now in this situation, where for every moment I feel Varying Redbeard, come on, man. I don't want to block you, fam. I don't want to block you. Don't disrespect it, because you're doing all right over here. Do you get me? I don't want to fuck you off. But if we are talking about sex toys, they're low vibrational and not the one, drawing all kinds of fucking spirits. You don't want that in your bed. No, it won't come on. This ain't the time or the place, my G. Anyway, as I was saying, even on your worst days, I'm not though. I'm really serious. I'm trying to put a message over, and you're distracting me with your foolishness. I'm not on it. Anyway, thank you, Varying Redbeard. Lola. Even on your worst days, you're supported. And then we've got perception. Thank you, Brandon. This is just a temporary assignment. You know you're here for more than trying to survive it, right? This is a temporary situation. It's temporary, Lola. It's temporary, Mandisa. It's temporary, whoever is going through a trial right now. Do you get me? It's temporary. It's building blocks. It's the thickening of the skin, my G. Do you get? I like it when the trolls come in though, because my views go up. So troll away, man. Troll away. I'm not even gonna block y'all. Do your thing. Because last week the other day when you lot came, you lot killed it. Thank you, Russian Brown. Thank you. Anyway, boom. So make sure you hit the like button when you come in. This is only a temporary. You know what they say when there's trials? No, what's the saying? The tests. There's no testimony without a test. There's no testimony without a test. And Earth is a university. Earth is a university. And I failed my first year of university because I really wasn't invested. I'm not going to lie to you. I was playing Nintendo. I think it was Nintendo 1. Like, I was playing Nintendo every day when I came back from university. And what kills it is that I had a man and a child in the house. I still had things to do. But I was playing Nintendo every day, failed my first year of university. And that was okay because I went back in. I'm not really a gamer girl because I failed my first year of university, I banned PlayStation in the house and nobody can have it. No one! Hey, listen, there was never that in the house again. My daughter kind of looks at me side-eye like, it was too much. I was like, no, it wasn't really, because now you're not a gamer and you do other things. So it's temporary, my G's. And I can tell you that, like, everything's a cycle. Sometimes, my mum said, life is a seesaw. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. It was very simple. It changed my life when she told me that. It's very simple. Life is a seesaw. When you're up, you're up. When you're down, you're down. And when you're in the middle, you're in the middle. Do you get me? But remember that you're here to learn lessons, and if you don't learn the lessons, then the cycles repeat. Like, and even if you don't learn the lessons, even if you learn the lessons, the cycles still repeat. Like I was telling you, like, if this is 2016 in real time, then I'm about to blow up. My bank account's about to blow up. My popularity's about to blow up. Like, because that's what happened in the last 2016, the last cycle of that, for me. So again, you know, you just got to look at your cycles. You know what I mean? And also, like, I can absolutely tell you when something's going to be dread for me, because my body weight. Roshan, it better be a sensible question. You've got one chance. Make it be a sensible question. Sensible. My body weight. So I'm at my heaviest just before I'm about to go through a massive change. I'm at my heaviest. I'm about to go through a massive change. It's just what it is. Just how it goes. Do you get me? I'm just pulling clarifiers. So for support, we got the devil card. And you already know, we talked about the support. We talked about the unseen support, the seen and unseen support. But you can't see it. I like that. You don't look big, you look comfy. Don't guess my earrings. What was I going to say? Yeah, you can't see these, you can't feel the benefits of these unseen if you are still tied to this reality, if you are still invested in this reality, if you are still listening to Simon and them and doing the jig, you ain't gonna see it. What are my goals for this year? to continue to heal, continue to mind my business, continue to raise my game in all areas of the things that I do, and continue to love and be in joy. Those are my goals for the rest of this year. Good question, Roshan Brown. Good question. Thank you for being so respectful. Let's get a clarifier for perfection. No, perception. Please don't apologise for who you are. Sometimes just, some things are just not for all of the places. Girl, minding your business is a motherfucking art. Remember I told you? I'll put out a t-shirt for you lot. Because minding your business is such a beautiful art, man. Like, really just not caring, about anything that doesn't concern you. Cuba and Kia Blue. Those are my babies' names. Cuba's my eldest and Kia's my firstborn. Like I do that, innit? Yeah, we're all one family here, but we must be respectful. We got the Hierophant. I'm sorry, in reverse, and I'm going to read it in reverse, because if it's come along with perception card, then again, all of these rules and regulations, contracts, these things, blood, we can rewrite that. We can change our perception on that. Remember when we first came into this process and we would talked about soul contracts and missions and all of these things that we thought we were tied to forever, but we're not. You can break some of these contracts. Guys, phone overheated, where I get my Wi-Fi from, so I'm just going to put it somewhere else and just leave it alone. I'm not going to have no more music. It was lovely while it lasted. Okay, boom. So where was we? We were talking about rewriting contracts, rewriting our life paths, rewriting, because you can. There's such a thing that you can precede or override your birth chart even. That is true mastery. When you're not typical. When you're not typical things that are written of you, and you choose, if it's not serving you, and you choose something else, that is a different form of alchemy, my G's. So again, we're dispelling this myth that we are powerless, that everything is written and it has to be exactly as we perceive it to be. Do you get me? If you're down on your luck, that doesn't mean that you're down on your luck forever. If you are up, you also got to remember that doesn't mean that you're going to be up forever. Peaks and troughs, hills and valleys. You understand? Okay, boom. Let's get some more cards, shall we? Shall we? Thank you for hitting the like button when y'all come in. Let me find you lot. Live chat. Elon fixed it already. Is Elon in charge of this as well? By the power of Grayscale! Shut up! That's my... No, I feel like we would be cool, very in Redbeard. Like, for real. By the power of Grayscale. No, seriously. And I didn't freak out. So we're back. We're back. And all is well. Ooh, Heather. I love a thunderstorm. I'll be getting right into my bed. I love a thunderstorm. Alright, boom. Catalyst. This is the final curtain. This final curtain that drops is the catalyst to this completely complete surrender, I'm gonna say. Because it's not like we don't know. We've always known. But have we always walked the walk, talked the talk, the faith, walked in faith? Have we always walked in faith? That's what Moana said. Have we always walked in faith? It says here, catalyst. But things must get better after every storm comes good weather, Heather Medina. You see what it's saying? Girl. Girl. And then we've got purification. Thank you. Nice ski. Thank you, girl. Then we got purification. It says, spiritual wealth is what fills my cup. Purification. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. Woo. Seven of Pentacles for catalyst. Keep working at it. Stay on it. Stay consistent. Don't back down now. You got this. Shit's growing. There's no such thing as time. You got all the fucking time in the world. Get me? Stay at it. Thank you for the likes, my G's. I love you all. Then for purification, we've got the Page of Pentacles. Reliability. There's a reliability in the spiritual practices and inner standing. It's not even practices, it's the spiritual being that you are. Stepping into that. Thank you, Asherwood. It's stepping into that and understanding that the human side of you is just a temporary experience. It doesn't last. Nothing is forever. It says Yaso. This is just a temporary assignment. I don't remember what that is. Dukes of Hazzard Exit. I used to watch that every Saturday here. Remember, if the more you lean into the human side of your experience, the more unhappy you become. If you stick to materialistic and caring what people think about you and fucking in that rabbit, in that hamster wheel thing, my G's, it's miserable there. We know that. And it's not easy over here neither. But it's the truth. And it's the authenticity for me. And it's the lessons, and it's the testimonies for me. It's the magic for me. Reliability in your purification. Spiritual wealth is what fills my cup. Done know. You done know. Right, on. Let's get into some sacred destiny very quickly. Illumination. And now I face the final curtain. We are now illuminated more than we ever have been, and we need the courage. Oh, thank you, Renee, for the donation. Thank you, girl. And now we have to have the courage to see it through. Misfits, my G's, gods and goddesses, divine beings, shamans and witches and seers, and whatever part you're playing in at this ting yasa, you need to have the courage to see it through. It's going to be dread sometimes. That water is going to hit them rocks, them waves there. But look at the beauty. Look at all the beauty that surrounds us. We need to be courageous in these times. Don't flinch. Why are you flinching? Let's get some clarifiers for illumination. What is it that the collective will be illuminated to at this time? What is it that the collective will be illuminated to? Six of Pentacles. Your wealth. Your inheritance. Your rightful way of being. You were not put here to suffer. All of your needs will be met if you trust and have faith in the process. Let's see, happy Earth arrival. I pray you have the most beautiful day, showered with so much love and abundance, protection, guidance and joy. Six of Pentacles is enough to go around. You don't have to scrimp and you don't have to scrape. You don't have to beg and you don't have to borrow. Be faithful in the process, faithful in your own magic, in your own power of manifestation, in your own alchemy. Scarcity mentality must go. Has to. You're not going to make it, blood, if you still on that. If you're still on, and it's not only just about money, it's about, you know, how much love and trust and collaboration that we have to offer one another. What's courage? Shona. What must the collective have courage in at this time? What must the collective have courage in at this time? Collaboration. Coming together. Playing on your part. Being humble enough to be the student, the muse, and the teacher. Have the courage to not only absorb and learn, but also teach others. Have the courage to be inspired and to be an inspiration. My G's. We must come together in a tribal stance as community. We must. Together, we are strong. Divided, we are weak. I'm going to pour crystal and then we're going to boogie on out of here, you know, my G's. Because I'm hot as blood. I'm so hot. I'm so hot. Yeah, imposter syndrome's a whole mess when it's ready, man. But you can overcome that, my sister. Trust me. Trust me. Or furthermore, trust yourself. Our crystal is Tiger's Eye, and I just happened on. Can I get it? Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye. We love it. We love a bit of Tiger's Eye. I couldn't get it back on the chain, otherwise I'd be wearing it right now. But my chain was refusing. So it's just there. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at Tiger's Eye. Oh, it's hot. My G's. All right. And then we'll be done. to be long. I mean, I've enjoyed spending time with you guys over these last few days so much, man. I used to hear that as well, Varian Redbeard, The Eye of the Tiger, when I first learned about Tiger's Eyes, to always hear that song. Alright, boom. Woo, Tata England! And it's a 9. It's a 9, my G's. It's a great song, Heather. Alright, boom. Tiger's Eye, empowerment. Tiger's Eye symbolizes prosperity and encourage right use of power. It balances your needs with those of others, finding solutions. Thank you. Thank you. But I'm as blind as a bat, really and truly. Hear that? Self-understanding. A child of the sun and earth with untold powers. You make your own fate. It's the bow for me, my G's. It's the bow. Wait, can we get some? It's the bow for me. You make your own fate. Assert yourself wisely. Bring hidden talents to the fore and accept your imperfections. There is a tendency towards obsessiveness or becoming spaced out. Ground yourself. Explore your past lives to discover cause of these traits. Deal sensibly with the day-to-day reality and face challenges boldly. Divination. Unlock your creativity. Find prosperity and lasting success. Long journeys and celebrations lie ahead. Where did we see? Did we see journeying? I don't know if we did. Your personal power, confidence, and energy are high. Use them wisely. Commit to goals. Distinguish between wishful thinking and what you really need. Assist friends to gain their heart's desire. Past lives throw light on current situations. Doing what gives you joy increases your well-being. Frequency, earthy to high, depending on colour. Chakra, solar plexus, and third eye. Timing, Leo, Capricorn. Soul path, becoming empowered. The final curtain is being faced. You heard? This is it, y'all. This is it. I'm going to see you lot at the Essence Festival. That's where you're going to find me. That's where you're going to find me next year. Essence Festival 2024 with my mum and me other mum and my 3 girls. That's where you're going to find me. Because I won't be buying Fenty trainers like that again ever in my life. It's not, and also, best thing about a test is the testimony. You got through that shit. And when we share it, being a fucking beer tent, oh my god. The only beer I like is Red Stripe, flavoured. Sorrel and melon flavour. That's it. It's the only beer I like. I cannot stand beer. It smells bad. Anyway, my G's, that is not the point. The point is that you got the power. And you have to have done it your way. Now that you're facing the final curtain, make sure you do it your way. All right, my G's. I don't know when I'm going to be back. Only God knows. So in the meantime, please be awesome, be safe, be loving, be kind, be peaceful, and most importantly, don't forget the fuck you are. I love you. See you later. Bye.